All right, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming in, week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of America. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone rule well, and salutations to the active across the four corners of the earth, pushing his word, sincerity, and truth. Our art is out here to wake up these people on this same side, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right?
This is Ezekiel 3:1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel.
Symbolically speaking for the scriptures, all right? Eat the roll, talking about you want to consume the whole thing, you know? You can't really teach if you don't, you know what I'm saying, know what you're supposed to teach. So by doing so, you got to eat the whole roll, you know what I'm saying? But it's more than just eating, like the scriptures say. With all that getting, get understanding. You know, you got to get the proper breakdowns from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down to comprehend thoroughly what you're reading. That way you can go out and teach the same people the right doctrine.
All right. Meaning, like, you know, even though, because, you know, so I never even read the whole roll myself. And there's brothers up here who haven't read the whole roll. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like, you got to comprehend the things that you do read. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you can teach about, the stuff that you comprehend in the scriptures.
And not to discern anything, because you got individuals out there that's just brothers by themselves, may not have a camp around them, and they got to come up and do the works on their own. I'm gonna be honest, if all you know is how to break down Deuteronomy 28th chapter, then you bring that out every week until the Lord slowly but surely builds you up and gather fruit for you. All right? So you bring out what you do know and you break it down, and if you got any questions, that's why we a brotherhood. We all members of one body. We go to the elders, you know, own up, people that may be above you that got more knowledge and understanding than you, and you pray on it also. You know, you put it in the Lord's hands.
It's verse 2. It says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee.
All right.
Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
That's right. It's in our mouth as honey for sweetness, because like the scriptures say in Proverbs, you know, a man that findeth, happy is he that, a man that findeth wisdom, man. You know, we find the truth, and we more upset at the fact that we've been going off, you know what I'm saying, our whole life before we actually knew the truth, all right? So it's in our mouth as sweetness, but it's also a parable that's not in that chapter, but it's in the scripture that talk about it's bitter, you know, when it get to the stomach, because it's a bittersweet kind. It's bittersweet, man. You know, you learn this truth, and you find it's all good. You know that you're an Israelite, you can be saved, but you also know that the bitter part is the fact that you got stiff-necked and rebellious people amongst your own nation that refuse to hearken unto what you're bringing out. Also, you deal with scoffers.
Revelations 10:9, and I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter.
That's right, just like what the brothers bringing out. At first it was sweetness, and the Lord is not the author of confusion. So how was it sweet at first and now it's bitter? All right? From the apostles and elders on down, they give us the breakdown of these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? It, like I was just making mention of, you deal with scoffers out here, you got to deal with the elements, you got to deal with 2/3 of Israel, you know what I'm saying? They want to sometimes get carnal, things of that nature, man. So that's why I said in Ecclesiastes 1:18, if one of y'all brothers could get it, that precept right quick, 1 and really 17, you can start at Baba Kasha. Hold on that, Ezekiel, you can keep going on that Revelation.
Ecclesiastes 1:17. Oh, where? Oh,
Like
you
if
can start at.
If I could just add a point to that revelation, like when it says sweet then bitter, it's like when you first come in the truth, you know what I'm saying, you learn you an Israelite, you learn the kingdom of heaven is promised unto you, you know what I'm saying, you start getting knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, and that's the sweet part, man, all right, because like the scriptures say, the truth shall set you free, so your spirit is being set free, you know what I'm saying, but the bitter part is still dealing with the shit in his flesh, all right, having to get up and go to work, having to pay rent, having to answer to the so-called white man, all right, that's the bitter part, all right, because your spirit is being set free, but your flesh is still in bondage, man, all right, so that's bitter.
That's right.
You say, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
In thy mouth sweet as honey, so the mouth is sweet, but in the belly it get bitter. As you slowly but surely grow in this truth, you become like wine. As a brother in GMS was bringing out, I don't know if it was GMS, Assyrians, DMV, I believe I was watching that was bringing that out, you know. Don't quote me on the brother that brought it out, but You know what I'm saying? One of the members of the body, you know what I'm saying, he was talking about how as you grow in this truth, you get better with age, man. You know, you start off, usually you be on fire. Not to say that you become lukewarm, but I'm talking about you got that tenacious spirit. You ready to tell everybody that they're Israelite, and if they don't get right, you tell them they judgment, man. And not to say that the brothers that's aged don't, but just saying you become a little bit more lax with it, you know what I'm saying? It become like more routine. It's expected for niggas to be stiff-necked and rebellious. You be like, all right, well, to hell with them. Instead of trying to chase them down the street like, you gotta get this, you gotta get this.
Yeah, it's like baby like cobras, like when they first like it's more dangerous to get like bitten by them because like they don't know how much like poison to use, so they just like use it all with every bite. But like the adult cobras, like they know how much like poison to use and they know like the discretion and all that.
That's deep to know, because I didn't know that. While bringing that out.
But yeah, just to add on to that point, I remember the leader of the LA camp had said that, man, just what the brother said. Like when he first was going out, he was fighting niggas and shit, cussing everybody out. But he said the last thing he want to do is even engage with these two things. Like, I tell them the truth, you know what I'm saying? If they don't get it, have a nice day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue on that though.
You got that precept right quick? Got
Ecclesiastes 1:14, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit.
That's pursuant to that 1 Corinthians, you know, that how even
21.
Yeah, even preaching is foolish, you know, in the sight of the Lord. But it pleases him to do so because we bid the people to the marriage, to the best of our ability, even if it's only one person listening, you know. To the best of our ability, we slowly but surely building up that spiritual house. Because we're not the only camp that's out here on the highways and byways doing this work. You know, you got large camps, you got small camps, but we still plowing.
Right, that's why the scripture said all is vanity, man, and vexation of spirit. Because even when we come out here, you know, speaking to our people is vain. You know what I'm saying? It's like it has no point to them, man. It's like basically null and void. It going one fucking ear and out the other, man. You know? And for us to have to come out here, that's vexation of spirit, man. Because we trying to do these people a service, and they looking at us like we ain't shit, man. You know? Or they looking at us like we think that we better than them, man. You know, when that ain't the case, man. So that's why the scriptures say all is vanity, man. All right, everything that consists of this life, man. All right, is vanity and vexation of spirit.
Go down to 18.
Verse 15, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered.
That's right. That is crooked. You can't be made straight unless it's by way of the Heavenly Father, you know. He set these laws in place for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's set in stone. You can't go and change it and want to add to the scriptures and take away from it. You know, like the Ox said, that shit you want is null and void, man.
And yeah, that which is crooked, man. Talking about Esau, man. All right, these goddamn Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? It can't be made straight, man. Until the Heavenly Father, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna go the right path that they supposed to go, so to speak, man. Which is in slavery, man, and captivity under these people on the sun right here, all right? Because everything that the so-called white man doing is fucking crooked, man, all right? It's backwards, you know what I'm saying? He got us in captivity when it's supposed to be him, you know? He creating the laws, you know, he's the judge, you know? That shit is crooked, man, all right? It says, verse 16, I commune with mine own heart, saying, lo, I am come to great estate and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yeah, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge.
Talking about King Solomon, man. This is Ecclesiastes is written by King Solomon, man. You know what I'm saying? So he got much knowledge and wisdom, and he gonna speak on what come with it. You know, it's bittersweet. This truth is bittersweet, man. You know, and he had more than anybody because the Lord blessed him with that. Not only that, he also had peace in his time, man. For 40 years that he reigned, it was peace amongst him and the other enemies that his father warred with, man. His father did what's called like nation cleansing, man. Not to say that he eradicated the whole nation, but he got rid of the fathers and the sons, man, in them wars, man. That way they couldn't come up wanting to revenge themselves of them. But the Lord put that spirit on them people around about him not to want to war against them, man. That's because his name is peace, man. Solomon means peace, you know. Just like, not to cut you off, but just like Yahweh was King Solomon, he was also Melchizedek, which Malak, Tazadok, which means king of Salem. Salem means peace, man. Got it.
Verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit.
That's right, to know madness and folly. We see what our people's wrapped up into, and we once was indulging in that shit in the world. You know, it's madness and folly. He gave his heart to know that, man. He gave up everything, made himself a living sacrifice to know that, man. You know?
And he said wisdom, man. You know, because like us, you know, starting with the apostles, elders, and GMS, that's vexation of spirit, man. You know, because you know this wisdom, you know the truth, but ain't shit you can do about it. You know these fucking heathen, these Edomites supposed to be under you, man. We supposed to be ruling over all these people that's upon the face of the earth, and you can't do shit about it. So even the wisdom King Solomon said that's vexation of spirit, man. To know this truth, man. All right. It says, verse 18, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
That's that bittersweet, man. That's the bittersweet. You increase the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's the sweetness. But the bitter is the sorrow that come with it, man. And we can go on all day speaking about it. You know. You got that Ezekiel still up? Ezekiel's on 3 or 4.
This is Ezekiel 3:3. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
And that's what we doing. You can't get to the house of Israel if you wrapped up in the churches behind a podium, where can't nobody hear you, or not say hear you, but they can't come up and ask questions. Like the scriptures say, you got to be out on the highways and byways, in the hedges, man. Out on the streets, as Yahweh Shai and other prophets were teaching. You know, out in the elements. And he said, get to the house of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. That's who we out to teach. We're not out to teach everyone, because everyone's not gonna get it. Now, if you got a so-called Edomite-looking person, you know what I'm saying? He got stringy hair, blind, blue eyes and shit, and he wanna listen, you let him listen, man. And the Lord is separated, you know? He said he got his angels that's gonna separate the tares from the wheat, right? So the angels is gonna do the bitter. Let Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai separate it. But all in all, you don't know if you may or may not be dismissing a potential elect member.
Ezekiel,
not to cut you off. All in all, I'm just trying to say that this is not a color thing, man. It's not a black and brown pride type of thing. We're not here for that. We're here for the nation of Israel, and the genealogy goes according to their fathers, man, and also by the spirit that they may come in, you know?
Yeah, when you look at all that, just to add on to what the brother said, when you look at all that black power shit, brown power, whatever the fuck, brown pride, alright, them are people, we don't even like them motherfuckers, man. We don't care if they die and shit. We're not out here for the whole nation. Alright, because when you look at like the Nation of Islam, alright, they think that all black people need to come together and build communities, you know, kind of like you other camps, build communities within Babylon, you know what I'm saying, to become stronger economically. We don't give a fuck about you niggas. Alright, just like the brother said earlier, we don't even want to talk to y'all, man. Alright, but we commanded to, man. We gotta come out here and talk to y'all, even though we know it's vain, man. So it can't be a black power thing, because we know that our people ain't shit. Alright? Ezekiel 3:5. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel.
So we're not sent to a people of a strange speech. You know, them you can really just say any other nation that's not trying to get it, including our own, man. We're not sent to them stiff-necked and hard, or we're about to say rebellious people. Got it?
Yeah, you know, like when the Most High confounded, you know, when they was building the Tower of Babel, man. You know, all those other nations that didn't speak Hebrew after that, man. That's what it's talking about, man. All right. Everybody else got their own. Hebrew is our language, man. All right. Lashawan Kodash, that's the holy tongue. That's the separate tongue, man. All right.
Oh yeah, and he continues to confound like the languages, even with like places like just like England and like the United States. Like not everyone, like in like as far as like the difference between the way people speak in New York and the way people speak in Texas and shit like that. It's like that's something that he even like continues to do with like the languages and all that.
And you see that too with they got Nathaniel talking about his 5 forms of Hebrew and shit. He a goofy, man. But yeah, man, he's still confounding the languages because the Hebrew that's out, this modern and Aramaic Hebrew that's out now, is not the Lashon Kodash, man. The Paleo Hebrew.
Right.
You know?
The apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they got the true Hebrew, man. All right, that's the proper Hebrew, man. Okay, not none of this other shit that these goddamn these foreigners is speaking, man.